So my name is Ralph Connolly. I'm a Senior Living Landscape Officer for Cheshire Wildlife Trust.
My name is Chris Price. I'm a beef suckler farmer in Wincle, just in the Pennines of Cheshire.
And we're at Wincle Grange here today, a site just outside Macclesfield, where we've been putting together a Trees for Climate funded tree planting scheme. So it's a 33 hectare scheme in total, covering the whole of this farm holding. And we've planted a range of native broadleaf species across the site to sort of integrate them with the farm business model. So it's not a case of just taking land out of production and turning it to woodland. We've sort of integrated those trees into the farm landscape. Yeah, so this is something that's called Agroforestry or Silvopasture. So in this particular case, that's going to take the form of lanes of trees with grazing strips in between. So the landowners here run principally cattle. So we've got a herd of Dexter cattle. But we move through the system, mob grazing in between these trees on a sort of daily rotation. So the trees will provide some cover for them from the elements, and they'll also provide a food source. So there'll be some sort of sweet chestnuts and hazel and crab apples and things like that growing in amongst it, which will also be fed to the pigs. So there's sort of multiple uses for the trees.
I studied countryside conservation at university, and then coming back to the farm, I found this might be a good way to integrate the two, of being able to continue farming the land and increase tree cover and hopefully improve soil quality and livestock welfare, and then get the wildlife benefits on the side.
Yeah, so the idea is this should have multiple benefits for wildlife and farm itself. So obviously through these tree lanes, we're essentially creating connecting corridors across the site. So there's a couple of patches of existing woodland on the boundaries of the site, and having these lines of trees will provide a bit of cover and nectar sources for pollinators, things like that, berries for birds over the winter, and just to improve that sort of connectivity across the site as a whole. It'll also have benefits for sort of slowing the flow and natural flood management, because all those trees will help intercept water, slow downstream, and also improve this kind of the infiltration of the water through the soil, as the tree roots will break up the soil a bit and allow that water to soak away better. This scheme was quite a long time in creation. It took us a good few years. We're working in partnership with Mersey Forest to do that. So yeah, we've had to work closely with our partners and with the Peak District Park, and of course the various sort of regulatory bodies, so the Forestry Commission, and complete environmental impact assessments and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, there's been quite a long path to get here, but it's great to finally be out here today and get trees in the ground.
Meeting a lot of different people doing it and spending a lot of time being around, yeah, keeps us busy. If you look around for agroforestry on YouTube, you'll find plenty of people talking about it, and there's a few very knowledgeable ones out there, which is where I started from and sort of grown on from there.
As part of the Trees for Climate funding, we can assist you in planning out your woodland. We can assist you in looking if there's any reasons why we couldn't plant a woodland, and advise you on best tree species for your area. We can also inform you how to plant trees, and on top of that as well, the funding can cover maintenance, which we can advise how to do that for the next 15 years as part of that programme.